Hello friends, welcome to Azure Data Factory video series. Today we are going to discuss variables in Azure Data Factory. Agenda for this video is variables, parameters and variables, and live demo using setVariable activity. Now variables are something what value we can change during the execution or mid of the execution of any job flow. Okay. Difference between parameters and variables is like for variables we can read from or write to as the program is being executed, meaning the value of a variable can change during the execution of the program. Unlike variables, parameters value are set at the start of the executions, and once it's set at the start of the execution, we can't change or update between the program is running. Now data supported by variables. There are three data types: string, bool and array. These three data types Azure Data Factory support. Using our requirement, we can set the variables using for these data types like string, bools and array. Now set variable activity is activity using which we can update or change our variable value for in any pipeline. And set variable activity supports string, bool or array, all the three types of variables. Now go to Azure portal. I am already logged in Azure portal. Let's go to Azure Data Factory. I have Data Factory. Go to hit on author mode. So Azure Data Factory is opening now. Here it is. Just hit on the editor icon. Now we have some pipelines like pipeline 1, pipeline 2. Let me create new pipeline for this example. We can change pipeline name from here. Let it name as variable demo. Close the properties button. Okay, now we have taken the copy data activity. We can see here source. I am selecting here the employee dataset as source. These two datasets I have created in my last video for copy data transformations. If you want to see how we can create the datasets, please watch my previous video. Now if you see employee, we are using the containers input folder and employee text file, and for employee backup we are using the same demo container, but folder is output and employee backup file. So in this copy data activity, what we will do, we will copy the data employee text file from source folder to the target folder. Now I have made it to clone. This is clone of copy data 1, and let me connect it. Let me rename it as copy data 2. It's the same activity what copy data 1 is doing. Now let me create parameters first to show the variables, how we can make change or we can set the variables. Let me create variable parameters as backup file name. Go to connections, make it dynamic so it will use the parameter. Now select the parameter name as backup file name. So now for copy data 1, the sync is employee backup, and the parameter file name here we can see here. We can make it dynamic or we can put some name here like employee backup dot text. Okay, now for copy data activity 2, what we will do, we will do some change here. Go to sync, and for backup file name we will use variable name here using dynamic content here. So better example what will do, let me keep the same here for this time, and in next run we will make it dynamic and we will see the differences using the variables. Now hit the debug button. It's running. We can refresh here to see the progress. Copy data 1 is succeed. Now if we move to the demo storage account, I forgot to show you the files here. If you go to the storage account containers, we have two folders, input and output. In input we have employee.txt file that we are going to copy. In output folder, you can see here backup file name 2 employee backup. These two is just created. If you show the timings 12, 20 and 21 and 22, you can see here the both copyright act is completed. Now what we create, now this time we will create variables and we will use this variable for copyright 2 activity. Set file name is our variable name. Now use set variable. In general page, general section, we will get that activity, set variable activity. We will just drag and drop, delete these connections and make new connections using set variables. Now set variables, we can see here the in general we can make some change our set variable name activity if we want to rename it. The variables, now we will have option here to select variable that we already just created. Select set file name and we can put some value here like employee backup name new. So previously it was employee backup and now we have setting here employee backup new. You can see here previously it was employee backup and employee backup 2 for second data activity. Let me delete it so we can distinguish the new files for new run that I was forgotten for the previous run. Okay, now what we see finally in copyright activity, we are using employee file, and for copyright activity there was employee backup employee file name 2. So let's make it change and use the variable value. Just okay, if you see down we have variables here, set file name. So we can select this set file name from here and finish. Now if you debug this, execution started, copyright 1 is already in queue. If you see this icon button, it will showing that after 20 seconds, every 20 seconds it is going to refresh. If you want to refresh between this or any fast, we can hit this refresh button. So both are completed, succeeded. Now move to container. If you refresh this, we will get the new files using variables. This time it should be new, not new. Okay, you can see here employee backup for copyright 1 activity and employee backup new using that variable as copyright from copyright 2. What we can do something new here, something else. So we can use copyright 1 output in set variable activity and that we can use in copyright activity. Like suppose set variable activity, we can make go to the dynamic section, we can use these system variables and we can use activity output. You can see here the copyright act. Just if you click here, what we will do is the copyright 1 activity will use it in here. It's not valid. We can also select the set file name. It's not valid because we can't use the same set variables in the, suppose we have created the other set variables, then we can use this variables from here. For right now we have created only one variable, so we can't use this variable right now. So let's delete the content. And we also system variables we can use, that I'm going to cover in next session. What are the system variables and how we can use it. So for now let me write some expression here using concat. So like concat employee backup and UTC now. So what we will do, it will during the execution it will get the current date. UTC now means get the exact current date and it will concat into the employee backup and thus just we are making it .txt for this extension. Now what if you run this, our new file will be generated with the current date. During the execution it will take the time and take care. If we have the 3 files here, you can see now if once it's completed, we will again go to the container and we will see the new file should be with the current date. That's it here. You can see here the current date. So this way we can make our job more. Thank you for watching this video.